Are you stressed out? Are you having a lot of sleep issues? Have you been sick a lot? What I'm going to share here today is proven scientific evidence that journaling can improve your physical health. Yes, journaling can improve your physical health. Yes, journaling improves mental health. There's proof for that too, and emotional health. I have 2 other videos on those 2 topics, but today is about the physical. And it's pretty exciting to think that it can affect your physical health when you actually use your mind to do writing and your body. But there's proven evidences. And today I'm going to be giving a summary of different things from different scientific research that has been proven. And it's really encouraging us, encouraging you to journal and take that effort to help yourself through journaling. Okay? So first of all, we want to talk about stress. Stress. We all have it. Worse and worse. And if you're stressed out all the time, journaling could be helping you. Some people actually have a reduction in the stress hormones such as cortisol. And when cortisol is high, it causes all kinds of other physical problems that maybe you've experienced. So it's not good when we have cortisol too high. Another thing that they've found is that it actually reduces chronic stress, and they've actually seen a reduction of inflammation in the blood with some people. Inflammation is a huge part of a lot of our physical problems, more than most of us realize. Inflammation and stress increases inflammation. Even in thin people like me, I've lost weight, I still have inflammation. And so to know that journaling can help me physically to bring down my stress and bring down the damaging effects of stress is huge plus for me concerning journaling and emotional releasing. Writing activates the part of our brain called the broncas, and it calms the amygdala, okay? And therefore it reduces stress-driven physical reactions. That's specific. But bottom line, I want you all to get the gist of it. It helps with reducing the bad effects of stress. It helps actually to bring down stress. I can see that in how it's done it for me. That I become calmer and more even keel and more balanced when I'm journaling out whatever I need to. The negatives, not just the positives. Yes, I'm encouraging you to write down the things you're struggling with and get out how you feel, especially if you don't feel like you have someone else to talk to about what really bothers you. Gratitude journaling has been proven to help, especially when you do it right before you go to sleep. But any journaling, especially releasing negatives, as I shared on another one of the videos, an example of mine, is very good for helping you to be ready to go to sleep and releasing these things out of your mind while you're awake, so that it doesn't come out so much in sleep, keeping you from having good sleep, deep sleep, or getting more interrupted sleep, or maybe bad dreams, etc. So that's another benefit. So if you're having sleep issues, journaling will help you and can help you. Absolutely. Okay. And they've proven that that sometimes blood pressure goes down with people who are journaling. Again, kind of usually related to stress. Blood pressure goes down 10, 15 degrees sometimes. That's really good, right? Another area of our physical health that I want to highlight, because I asked you, have you been getting sick a lot? I just got over a big sickness. This is, the winter season. A lot of stuff's going around. So, even with that, we can work on our, not getting sick. But I'm just here today to talk about how journaling has actually there's been proof that it improves your immune system. Wow. I have a compromised immune system, so that really matters to me to know that it can help my immune system. Journaling, go figure, right? One study showed that was a reduction with people who were regularly journaling, even a couple times a week for a few months, was causing less people were going in to doctors sick. So that was a measurable thing in the study, that less people were going in sick, less doctor visits due to journaling. Wow, pretty amazing. It strengthens the immune system. The antibody response measurements, to be exact, is one study was able to find that the antibody response measurements were reduced. So immune system. Another one talked about how it helped with asthma and rheumatoid arthritis. And another one mentioned specifically about it enhanced the liver and their lung function. Okay, we can get into detail with all these studies, but this is just an overview I'm giving you to kind of encourage you that there's definitely evidence out there to journaling helping your physical health. And you know what? Why? Because it helps your mental health and it helps your emotional health. Excuse me. So please check out the video at the end of this video, which will point to the mental one, and then there's a one on emotions too. All of this ties together. We are 3 in 1. God made us 3 in 1, body, soul, and spirit, and our soul is mind, will, and emotions. So all of our health affects, all of our being affects each other, and therefore affects our health all around. But I'm honing in on this one, and specifically the physical things that they found through studies, which is really amazing. Now I want to move on to the mind. Our brains, okay? Our brains are physical. Our mind actually has to do with our soul and our emotions. But anyway, our brains, we all have a brain, right? Right up in here, right? And so basically journaling improves memory. It boosts memory. It boosts comprehension. You think about it in my generation, on up, older people. Bottom line, there's been a shift with the younger generations not writing as much. All this access to easy and tons of information through online, but not as good of comprehension or learning because of not writing. So writing was crucial, that we were writing. I like to take notes. That helps my brain. I know it does. I may never go back to those notes, but just the fact that I'm writing the notes, it increases my thinking, my learning, my comprehension, my memory. It gets boosted. So that's may seem a little more obvious, but that's still a physical part. It can help the mental health part of us, yes, but it's the brain. It's helping the brain, literally. One article said journaling unlocks and engages right brain creativity, giving access to full brain power. So that's important. We need to help our brains. We need to help our memory. So many people, you think of the older people having Alzheimer's and dementia problems. Bottom line, I know I need to help my brain. And do you? So if you're having a problem with remembering things more, and if you're going through grief and loss, that can affect your memory. So be patient with yourself and be kind to yourself, because that is affecting you. It can cause foggy thinking. But bottom line, when you're learning, you're going to be helping your brain, and all in the long run. So, Dr. Caroline Leaf, who is a neuroscientist and also a believer in Jesus and loves the Word of God, she talks about, whether it's full proof, she believes there's proof that most, I'm not going to say the percentage, but a lot of our thinking affects our body, affects our emotions, affects our physical health. So there's definitely a big tie between the two. Absolutely. Okay, so even though journaling seems more like a mental thing, and we're physically writing, that's part of the tie-in, is you're thinking and you're physically writing and not just thinking. So it definitely improves your physical health all around. So click the video above to check out about the emotional benefits of journaling, and also go to the physical, to the mental, which is in the description of this video. Strongly encourage you to do this, because this is just more convincing evidence of why you are worth it, and it is worth it for you and your self-care and your own health for you to journal. Okay, it hits all 3 of those areas. And then if you're journaling to God and as a prayer, or putting part of your journaling as a prayer, you're bringing in the spiritual side of things as well, which I strongly encourage. So that is bringing all around health to you, and it encourages me to do this as well. So get journaling and check out those videos and listen to them when you're driving. Please listen to the videos all the way through with the information that I share. I'm not just saying nothing. I always have intention with what I say, and it's there to help you. It's there to help you to work on your all-around health and to grow and become better and become healthier. Because as we get older, we tend to get more unhealthy, but we can actually improve when we do these things that are good for us. So God bless you. I'm Julie Kay, helping you find your way through grief and loss. Bye-bye.